Well, hello, guys, and welcome back to Drinking with a Fox. Skull in Hell to the Gods and Goddesses. If you need to pause to join me in drinking, go ahead. In case YouTube is wondering, this is coffee. I assure you, this is black coffee. So, not that they're cracking down or anything. So, I have think I taken part in a kind of weird initiation for some people. And I'm getting Loki Fox giggles back there. So if you've never done this before, I drink and I talk, and this video lasts however long my beverage lasts. I have one horn here, and I have maybe the makings of a second horn, not quite, in my coffee cup. So let's go. Oh dear, you guys all know I have the Discord, and the Discord has proven as some kind of weird initiation for folks. I mean, obviously, YouTube tells us that anything we have, whether it be a Pinterest board or a Discord or a Twitter, even if it's not related to the channel, does reflect back on us. So you guys know same rules on the Discord that are here. Don't be an idiot. Don't be a racist. Be simple. Not everyone can get with the program. There seems to be an initiation curse on the place of mod. Just ask someone to become a mod. No, they're not going to do it. And the thing is, behind the scenes, not telling you guys, I finally slid into heathenry with the old man. I was like, okay, we're not going to make a fanfare. We're not going to become the next Ocean because no one can. Ocean is a one-off. And I got, ooh, back here. And we're not going to all of a sudden be more heathen than thou. That's not our style. We'll do heathenry, but heathenry our way. And I don't have a horn stance. I'm just holding this. And we've had two mods, and they had very interesting fates. The first mod couldn't do enough for me. You all know that story. They couldn't do enough for me. They couldn't send me enough gifts. I was not asking them for these things. It culminated in them sending a final batch of gifts, and then they shirk their responsibilities. And you know, heathens tend, especially Odin's women, tend to be rather serious about your responsibilities. If you took that nice cushy job that I don't pay you for, if you took that place of moderation, I take it seriously. You agreed to be a moderator, you agreed to the responsibility of moderation duties. And the first Discord was something I didn't want to do. It was something that this person was supporting the channel, and basically I didn't want to do it. I have social anxiety, I have depression. I was like, this is not a good fit for me. They insisted, well, was not a good fit for me. And then they left a bloody mess, and we tried to run it, and it just limped along and had to be gotten rid of. Okay, I start a second Discord. We get a new mod. Y'all can see where this is going. And I swear I only pick mods I think have integrity and responsibility, because they all seem like that at the beginning. And, you know, the mod was working fine for a while, and it's also the curse of the headset, I think. And, you know, if I truly trust my mods, I will communicate with them, chat with them. I will chat with people, DM them on the Discord. I'm not antisocial. But it is first and foremost to promote the Norse gods and to promote the channel, because that's what I'm doing all the free work for. And the second mod just kind of spun out of control. There were like three of us. There was another mod who's currently still holding steady. And they kind of spun out of control, and I thought, this is interesting. Anytime people take a mod position and they get near the Norse gods, exciting things happen. And what I realized is that the first mod was most definitely LARPing about, and the Norse gods were cool, and there's nothing wrong with coming through popular culture. I was told many decades ago, my brother was too, through the Marvel comics. Before you yell, it's a heavily Christianized, Bible Belt, Jesus is the Lord kind of place. No offense if that's who you worship, but it's that. And so we grew up in a heavily Roman Catholic family. He would have been beaten if my father knew. He would sneak off to the nearest big city and he would study. And this was back in the 80s. Yeah, 80s. And that's how we got the gods. He told me he knew he had Thor, and he thought Loki and something Odin, and then drama, my brother's gone. So, I've felt the call of the gods for a long time, and I took a lot of mistakes in getting to them, but I'm finally here. And so there's nothing wrong with being called through any kind of comic book or any kind of pop culture. What's wrong is when you set up camp there. And of course, I am not the most patient woman on the planet. We've all observed this. Let me see if I can pour some more coffee without spilling it on the floor. Probably not, but let's see. Can you get some chairs back there? Oh, will it make another horn? It's not another horn, but it's enough. And so we kind of noticed with the first mod that, oh dear, with the first mod they spun out. The second mod they did the same thing. They were very much into the pop culture and they were staying there. And I was like, well, you're a mod, you need to kind of, you need to kind of move it along. And they would ask me questions that they should have known. They were saying, "Oh, I know all about Thor and I know all about, this and I know all about that." But then, they'd ask you a basic question like it was just you could tell they weren't going to study the lore. They had not studied the lore. They had not read anything, and it was like really basic questions. And you can get the lore online for free. You can watch films, films or audiobooks for free. It's not a thing of money anymore. It's out there if you want to get it. You can go watch Dr. Jackson Crawford. Not perfect on everything, certainly not going to teach you how to heathen, but the resources are out there. And it just seems like that position, because one of the mods sooner or later tends to make themselves head mod. I do not do this. I just let them sort it out. One will rise to the top. Hopefully not this time, but they tend to. And it seems like the ones that are rising to the top are the ones that are therefore kind of putting themselves closer to the gods, because this is work for the gods, because it is a continuation of the channel. And second mod kind of went crazy. And because they made Odin mad, and you know how Odin gets. And it just kind of made me realize that, I had no more excuses. I really had to get more serious with the heathenry thing. I did want to talk about it on the channel at first because we've had problems in the past with people that use heathenry as a excuse to be words that YouTube doesn't like, but I said them earlier in the video, and I don't tolerate that on the channel. And that's why I've kind of kept it on the down low recently. But there's nothing wrong with being heathen either, or being heathen on your own. People do it, and the people that say that you need a hof can go get bent, because not everyone has that luxury, Karen. Yeah, woo. And not everyone does. Not everyone has a luxury of having a hof, and you don't know if you can trust the people sometimes. If you are going to go to a meetup, whatever you're going to, pagan meetup, you're going to a hof, you're going wherever. If you're getting really bad vibes, listen to your instincts. Yes, it can be really intense, especially if they are offering to the old man and they're going the whole route and they are doing the horse blood and everything else. But they shouldn't give you bad vibes. They shouldn't give you vibes that are the color of the cabinets behind me. They shouldn't do a lot of things, but it's been very interesting that role is kind of, I don't know, ferreting out who's going to stay and who isn't. So we figured we would share a horn with you and discuss that with you, because it definitely feels like the gods getting involved. It feels like Loki and Odin are like, okay, you made a mod, okay, we're going to, kind of put them through the grist mill and see if they deserve to be here, because, it's a place for you guys to have fun, but, for me, it has to be, a serious endeavor. I can't let people run riot. And if you have heard from anyone that I'm evil because they were banned, they broke rules. That we had to put up a list of server rules shows you things were getting out of control. It's like I'm expecting you to behave and do the bare minimum, and that's all I'm asking for. So our horn is empty, but our hearts are full, or whatever kind of thing you want to say. How to thee, how to the gods, how to the goddesses. So we hope you guys have had a good one. We hope you have enjoyed drinking with a fox. You like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.